and welfare of our county and of those whose interest you have committed to our charge. Amen. To the members of the County Assembly, any apology? I hope some members are just within. Maybe they have just gone for some short break. They are coming back. We are looking at the Auditor General's report on the financial statement of Chulaimbo Level 5, Level 4 Hospital for financial year 2022-2023. Before we continue, could you please adopt our agenda? Members? Yeah. Honorable James Were, proposed. Honorable Seto Kumu, seconded. Now we are doing introduction. I'm Honken Ouko, West Kisumu Ward, MCA, Chair, Pick Park County Assembly of Kisumu. Thank you.
My name is Tom Onditi, MC Ombai Ward, Vice Chair, Pick Park Committee. Thank you.
Ruben Okothra Kwach, Kolwa East Ward, a member.
Seto Kumu, MCA East Sama.
James Oyugiwere, MCA Nyalenda B Ward, and a member of the committee.
Back to the Secretariat.
Astino Chiang, Committee Clerk.
Weekly Forward, member of the Secretariat.
To the Office of the Auditor General.
Elizabeth Achieno, Auditor General.
Kennedy Ongoi, Office of the Auditor General, presenting the Auditor General.
Thank you. Back to the accounting officers.
Through the chair, I'm Nyawara Samarion, standing for the Medical Superintendent, Chulaimbo Hospital.
Mrs. Joyce Odhiambo, the Facility Administrator.
Julius Sako, Nursing Director, Chulaimbo.
John Otieno Yugi, Lab Manager, Chulaimbo.
Thank you. Thank you, Admin. Thank you, Sergeant Atam, for directing on how the gadgets are to be used. We are going to administer the oath. Kindly approach the chair to take the instruments. It is done to the MedSoup on behalf of the accounting team.
I, Mr. Samarion Nyawara, do solemnly and sincerely swear that every word that shall utter before the Public Accounts and Investments Committee is the truth and nothing but the truth, and that every statement and declaration that I shall make shall be made conscientiously, believing the same to be true, and according to the Oaths and Statutory Declarations Act. So help me God.
Thank you so much. You have taken oath on behalf of the management team. So by extension, everybody who is standing here as a team from the accounting office, you are under oath. Anything said, you must know that that thing is under oath. Apart from that, we must make you know that you are under Hansard. It is open for record purpose. Third, we must make you know that you are on air worldwide, not only within the Kisumu County. So whatever we are doing here is being seen by everybody, including the governor.
On a point of order,
Yes.
Chair.
Thank you.
Chair, the management is having an acting med soup. Could we know where the med soup is?
Okay.
Thank you, Chair.
Yes. I'm just coming to that. We know what it entails to be in an acting capacity. And the letter was related to the med soup. Could you please enlighten the House where the med soup is? And probably why you are acting.
Okay, through the chair, due to the administrative variations in the county, the med soup has been given a study leave, and I'll be holding temporarily for her. Currently, the county has given her a letter already to go and proceed on study leave, but they're in the process of inducting me into being a med soup. So currently from the county, what we've been told is that there are already minutes that I'll be inducted into a med soup sooner, and so we are just waiting for the posting order. Otherwise, the med soup has already briefed me on what is required. Thank you.
Honorable Kumu.
Chair, going by that explanation, does he have a letter confirming that he is the acting med soup?
Yeah, you can answer that.
Okay, through the chair again, currently there's no official letter.
Yeah, if that's the situation, then how do we know that is the acting med soup? There is no letter, there's nothing. We might be dealing with an imposter, if that's the right word.
If you have something to say.
Okay, on that issue, what is evident at the county offices is that it has been minuted through the county governorship in health. So there are minutes that were done this January.
Honorable Kumu.
Yeah, can we see a copy of those minutes? Because we just want to confirm that you are acting in that capacity and you have been allowed to act. Otherwise, we might be messing things up much here by putting imposters into position.
Yeah, this is the House of Order, rules, regulations, and law of the land. Now, we have to follow the procedure so that we deal with the right person. Do you have such kind of minutes just to confirm that you are the right person?
We've not taken the minutes, but they are only accessible at the county offices.
So it's like somebody just called you. It's like somebody just called you. Dr. Who and who, could you please start acting?
Okay, okay. The directive came from the chief of health that it has been minuted already, and they're just drafting a posting order. So every other duty had been partially handed over.
So you are acting out of the verbal communication?
Yes, precisely.
With verbal communication.
Minutes remains write-ups until they are certified through signing, and you become a substantive acting officer through an official posting letter. What this means is that whatever the gentleman will say here cannot hold any ground because he has not been posted procedurally. So we cannot ascertain whether indeed those minutes are there, because somebody can sit somewhere and just drafts certain things in the name of minutes. What if tomorrow those so-called minutes are disowned?
You heard there's a lot of doubt on what should be done. We don't dispute that you are coming from Chulaimbo. But after confirming that it was just done verbally, a phone call from the department, Mr. Who and Who now want you to act. But there's a house of law and order. How do you expect we transact business under such circumstances?
Okay, I think on that issue, that is now beyond my scope, because that one now has to be gotten directly from the county through a writing. So for a person who might be in doubt can now be able to consult the county directly if the minutes exist and if they have been stamped and approved. But personally, at personal level, that will be beyond my scope.
You said for someone who is in doubt can consult the department. Are you addressing the house, or you are addressing your home?
Okay, through the chair, generally.
Because we are the people doubting. So if you are talking about someone who is in doubt, you are referring to us. Are you referring to the house, someone doubting, and you are referring us to the department? Is that our work?
Okay, through the chair, I was not made aware that that will be a requirement.
So you are confirming from your last answer that you are referring to the house as someone?
I'm referring to an individual.
Yeah. The acting MedSoup is saying that it's not a requirement, that he's confirmed as the MedSoup, or what did he exactly mean? What did you mean that it was a requirement?
Okay, through the chair, I know it is a requirement that there needs for confirmation and a posting order. That is why in my first statement I said, currently there's no posting order, but we are expecting a posting order to be released. So I know it is a requirement. But just in the current situation, it has not been processed yet, but it's in the process.
That's fine.
Yes.
I just want to remind Nyawara that this is a committee of the assembly with quasi-judicial powers. And for you to appear here as acting MedSoup, there needs to be something to show us that you are being allowed to act. Otherwise, if there is nothing, it's hard to really engage you as an acting MedSoup. There is no communication to the assembly from the department. You do not have any other letter. You do not appear in this audit report. And you are only appearing because somebody was given a letter to go on study leave. But she has not gone. So, Chair, sometimes I think these are excuses that are being given by staff of the county government not to appear before the assembly for very valid reasons. But, Chair, the ruling will be yours. Those are my submissions.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Nyawara, as the person you are succeeding handed over to you, the office.
Okay, through the chair, not officially handed over.
So, Mr. Chairman, in my humble submission, we are dealing with a stranger. We are likely to be dealing with a stranger and someone who can easily disown everything that we'll say here. Because part of the handover would be this document. But then you can say you don't know anything here, so you just come here to probably pay a visit to the county assembly, because this is not a place where people rarely come. So probably it's an opportunity for you to come. Thank you.
Do you have any other submission from members? Yeah, Honorable Were.
Thank you, Chair. Chair, I just have a brief question to Mr. Nyawara. Mr. Nyawara, when did the MedSoup go for study leave?
So the MedSoup went for study leave in December. So she has already started her classes already.
She was aware that this submission will be done?
Yes, she was aware.
Yeah.
But now during the timing of the submission has come before a new posting orders arrived. So we could not be absent from this house because of the timing.
Bwana Chair, I think there's no official communication that we are dealing with the right person. Mr. Chair, we could be giving out information to a stranger. We want to be sure that whatever we are doing here, we are doing with the right person. And Mr. Chair, this Honorable House deals with the documentary evidence. Can the purported acting MedSoup give us detailed information, maybe in form of a letter or any communication from the bosses indicating that is the acting MedSoup? With that, Mr. Chair, then we will be very much willing to cooperate and conduct whatever necessary for this occasion, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Honorable Akwach.
Thank you, Chair. In concurrence with my colleagues, because Chulaimbo County Hospital is a government entity. It is not a private hospital. And we know how public hospitals are being run. So somebody cannot just do a verbal communication that so and so you take over, as if the hospital is his. It belongs to the government, county government of Kisumu. So there must be a letter which can be authenticated. So if that one is not, and then I'm also getting from the officer purporting to be the MedSoup that there is not even handing over which has taken place. That one, you are also trading on a very dangerous ground, because if at all there are messes, you will carry that load on you. There must be handing over, so that you know you are taking the hospitals, these are the liabilities, these are the assets. Right now, maybe there are even this document as queries, the registration of assets. And if you are not handed over to those assets, how will you know how many are they and what are their values? A public officer, you cannot just take charge of a facility without handing over. Maybe whether you are from outside or from within, you cannot just take over without handing over. It is that handing over that you will use, that handing over document, to show that these are the things that I found here, and these are the ones that we developed after I had taken over. So, Honorable Chair, I think it is upon the department to put their house in order. That is when we can deal with this facility. Otherwise, thank you.
To make a 7 confirm probably he may be crucified for nothing, for what he doesn't know. Well, the basic first step to go through when you are taking an office is to go through an induction process. Even he has confirmed here that he has not even been inducted. So I think let's spare the gentleman and let him wait for his rightful time. Thank you.
Finally, Honorable Kumu.
Chair, these assemblies and parliaments operate on traditions. And I don't think either the National Parliament or Senate can invite a governor just because he has won an election. They wait for him to be sworn in and take oath of office. Then they can invite him because he has now taken the responsibility of that office. But I think us sitting here with somebody who has not been confirmed to be acting, to me, I think it's a disservice. We can just conclude that we invited Chulaimbo, they did not have a MEDSUP to respond to the audit queries, and we wait to make a decision. Thank you, Chair. That is my submission.
Thank you. Thank you, member. Do you, Bwana acting MEDSUP, you or this, do you own this statement?
Okay, through the chair, I think for this purpose, I have to own the report because in that capacity, since because of the timeline of this committee and the timeline of the county, I have not augured well. Or at the moment, I have to own the report.
And who signed this financial statement?
The financial statement was signed by the current medical superintendent.
So, under such capacity, really, it is questionable because you don't have any letter to confirm that you are the acting MEDSUP. No letter, no minutes, nothing to confirm. And you have just confirmed now that you had some phone call from somewhere confirming you to act. That is irregular. What is so important that we must also make whoever called or made such kind of calls that there must be a follow. They or she must do a due diligence so that you own the report. Surely for now, we can't allow you to proceed because you don't merit to act as one MEDSUP Chulaimbo level 4 hospital. These are matters of concern. These are matters which are very weighty. This is why you see the national government is sitting here. So when you come here, you must always confirm that you are the right person to answer these questions. So the accounting officer, I hope you are aware who the accounting officer is. So you will not be able to account for what is here. Surely you will not make it. So if you can go and look for your paper, we'll give you time so that you come back and represent Chulaimbo as the accounting officer. But without such kind of papers, we don't allow you to appear here on behalf of the MEDSUP. So for that reason, we talk to the Sergeant at Arms to usher out our visitors, go and put their house in order. They will communicate to the assembly later on. Thank you.